Hi everyone, I just wanted to show off our new ZCash sidechain. So this software is primarily for Linux, but if you're running Windows, you can use a free piece of software, VirtualBox. I think Mac users have better experience with a different piece of software, but its name escapes me right now. But once you have this thing, you can make little computers within computers, and you can put Linux on there. This is Ubuntu. That's a version of Linux. So all this is free software, so it's kind of a neat trick. Once you get all that set up, you want to open up your Linux operating system, and I have that here. And then you want to go to the internet and download. This is the drivechain.info releases page. This little trophy. Here's where we host all the software files. So you need to get these. You need to get the main chain, and you need to get ZSide if you want to use it. We will put the latest version up here when it's ready, and I've downloaded them all. And when you get them all, they'll be in these tar.gz files that you'll have to open and then extract. They're compressed, to save space, but you gotta uncompress them into these folders. And now we're just gonna run them all and take a look at them. So to do that, you go into this bin folders for binary files, and you open a terminal window, and then you just run the Qt is the graphical user interface. So this is the one that you want with a Q. So this is what it looks like when the blockchain is blank. In fact, actually, we want to run it in something called Regtest mode, so that we're all on our own, and we can just generate blocks as much as we want. We'll be God over there. And so this is the first piece of software. It looks just like Bitcoin Core, except it has the Sidechains tab. There's no Sidechains here yet. We're going to add them now. So now we go into this second folder for the test chain. We're going to give this a run. And then we're going to do the same thing with the last piece of software, which is ZSide, which is what we really want to look at today. So this is all three softwares with no blocks and a brand new version of the blockchain. And I'm going to move all this stuff so that we can take a better look at it soon. Move all this out of the way. We don't need these. So now we have three pieces of software. This is the main chain. This would be Bitcoin Core 16.99 with BIPs 300 and 301 activated on it. And we're in Regtest mode for all three. This is test chain. It's basically just a blank side chain that does nothing, but it can send and receive coins. And this is ZSide, and it has cool ZCash technology in it, and a cool little user interface that we built for that, which I think you're going to enjoy seeing. So the first thing we have to do is, since sidechains are layer 2s, we have to link them all up to our full node, which is this guy. This is a full node. So there's actually a little trick for this. And we have this little thing here. You have to restart though. That's the only hitch. You have to close these pieces of software down and restart them, which is a little annoying. But other than that, it's just clicking a button, which is pretty convenient. So we use the command line to get them all back. We run the same command as we did before. And now they're all going to be connected. If you go to the parent chain tab, you see that it's now connected to the main chain. And now, since we're in Regtest mode, we're going to be conjuring some blocks out of thin air. So on the debug window in the console, you can just make some blocks if you like. You can make as many as you like, and now we have coins. And in particular, we're going to need to activate these side chains, so we need some information in order to do that. So one, what did we put it in? Did we put it in the debug window? Yeah, we did. Okay. The sidechain parameters. So sidechain 0 is the test chain, and so we're going to add it. Create sidechain proposal. But we will now click this button. And then we'll just do them one at a time, just so you can see them come to life. And we'll generate another blocks. Generate another 20 blocks. Now it exists. And now we will do Z side. Oops. This is sidechain number 1. The sidechain has to know what number it is. And right now you can only add them in order. So, oops. Right now you can only add them in order. So. It's much easier to add a sidechain in this test than it would normally be. We just shortened it for ease of testing and demonstration to 64 blocks, which is obviously, a very short amount of time. But anyway, now they exist. We will go to Z side, parent chain, transfer. And here's all these ways of interacting with the sidechain. What we want to do now is transfer coins over. We're going to deposit to the sidechain. So it gives us an address here. We can just copy it over, put it over here. Thanks to all these coins all these blocks I've been finding, I have all these coins. So let's just send 1,000 over. And then this thing will complain about the fee if it's set wrong because it's poorly designed by whoever made it. It wasn't me. So you have to type in some fee there, and it can't be too high or too low. And the other thing is you need to do is, in order to find blocks, you have to enable blind merge mining. So you have to click this, you have to go to BMM, blind merge mining, and click start. You can also do it manually, but I don't recommend that because it's pretty confusing. We're going to mine blocks on the test chain as well. Why not? Oh, that's what I said not to do. Okay. Now we have the blocks it's going to try to find blocks in concert with the main chain. So now we're going to generate, we're going to have one block at a time. And as you can see, we find a block here. We have a little thing here. You may be able to see 237 blocks. And now we have one block on Z side. And we also have one block on the test chain. So the deposit can't go through until there's some confirmations at least one confirmation on both pieces of software. So that was 2 blocks, and now it's over here as immature, and we're going to keep finding blocks block by block until the coins become available on Z side, which they now are. So now we have our coins on Z side, and the coins are in a T address over here that we can see, and we can see that it has 2 confirmations in this address. And if you want to shield these, you can use this Zcash tab to click shield and shield a certain amount. So let's say you want to shield 40 coins, you click this button, and then it does some calculations, in the background. But it's going to need more blocks to show up on the right, which is where it belongs now that it's a Z address. So you can see that went down to 659. The 40 coins are gone. But 3 blocks, and then let's see, still 3 blocks. Let's see if we can get some. 5 blocks. Here we go. And now you see 40. Minus the fee. As you may have noticed, when it hits shield, it says this amount will be there's this fixed shielding fee in the world of Zcash. So let's do another example. Maybe we'll do like, I don't know, 100, and we'll add the fee in. Put the fee in here so that it doesn't. So that it comes out to a nice, beautiful number. So we'll do that, and then we'll get more blocks on everything. When I do generate on the main chain, it's finding blocks on all the networks at once. You see, even the test chain's going up to 5. It's finding these blocks over here. Of course, nothing has been deposited here, so there's no coins in the test chain. The parent chain, on the other hand, knows that there's 1,000 coins here. So let's... Remember, those calculations took a while. Oh, this is funny. We've mined, over here, we've mined the fee that it took to shield this. So we shielded this, and we also mined that. It showed up here as a... I forgot that happened. So we should get another one if we just keep mining. Keeps track of the confirmations. This is a change now, so it has less. So now we had our round number of 100 show up. And we should get another shielding fee, should we not, if we just continue? Oh, here it is. Great. So now we have some transparent coins and some shielded coins, and we can, you know, send them around or to another Z address, and they'll be totally private, or we can deshield them. So let's take 100, and we're going to say, well, we want 14 of them back, and we'll add the fee back in. Actually, I don't really remember where the fee will come out, so we'll see what happens with that. But it will come out to a new T address for us. When it does these operations, you can click this button and look at the history of what happened, because it's kind of actually confusing without this button, so we added it to figure out what's going on. Now we need some more blocks, and we deshield, so we're just going to find more blocks. You can see how the number of confirmations keeps going up. Keeps track of how many confirmations your coins have. Great. Oh, almost there. Oh, we saw it vanished from that. Now we have success, success, success. Our 100 output is gone. Will it give us a new... There it is, 85.9999. And 14. Oh wait, that's the shielding. Oh, there it is. 14, 859, and then 3 of these. Okay, now this is important because most of the people who use Zcash actually screw up and leak all of the privacy that normally would have been added. So we've reduced, to stop the user from screwing it up, we've reduced it to 2 steps called melt and cast. Now all you have to do is click melt, and it will shield all of your coins. And then you just click this button and then just wait. It won't, that's a good point. They won't shield these because it's so small that it can't pay the shielding fee, but it will melt all of your other coins. And then they'll show up over here at this available to cast area. So let's mine some blocks again. And we'll just wait for them to show up. And remember, it should be like 1,000, right? It was 1,000 coins. So, okay, there they go. They've showed up. 999,994. Now, what this is going to do is when you click cast, it's going to pick the 4 largest bills that are all powers of 2. And it's going to remove them all on a given day. So these are fixed amounts: 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. And as you can see, there's Saturday through Sunday, and it's repeated again Saturday through Sunday. So what's going to happen is on this given day, there's just going to be a lot of people de-shielding the coins that all have the exact same amount. So there'll be a lot of people on Tuesday de-shielding 0.33554432 Bitcoin or whatever. So it will then be impossible to determine whose shielding operations are associated with whose de-shielding operations. So I just click this button, and it will then extract all these coins. So you started with 999, it's going to get D987. So if we get most of them, sometimes it's luckier than other times. That's just a function of how close your balance amount is to some sum of 4 powers of 2. So now to schedule these forecasts, you can always cancel them, of course. Now, what happens when you end up deshielding the coins? Well, let's just, this has it queued up, but it won't do it for a while. So let's just manually deshield some coins so that we have more, so that we can withdraw a good amount. Let's take this, we'll just deshield 500. This is again not how you should deshield, but if you are determined to do so, then you can do it anyway. Now I'm gonna find some more blocks. Blah blah blah. Oh yeah, it takes a while to do those calculations to deshield the coin. Okay, here it is. Shield, so now we have 500 coins basically over here in the transparent world. So we want to take those coins back from Z-side back to the main chain. We go back to transfer and we go to withdraw. And we have 504 in the transparent balance. So let's withdraw, I don't know, 400 of that? I have no idea. Oh, whoops. 400 of that. I'll put that in here where it belongs. And then main chain fee. It's important to pay a good main chain fee. Let's make it 90. And then the sidechain transaction fee can be pretty small. I'll just make that some random number. Then we have the total cost. Now we need a main chain Bitcoin address, which we will get by going over here, receive, click new a bunch of times. We'll copy it. We'll copy it over. Then we click withdraw. Oh, and then it says that this amount it doesn't like. It's prejudicial against this fee amount. Okay, there we go. This fee estimation stuff sometimes. Okay, so it's done that. And you see the balance went down 99. We now need to explore, to go to the withdrawal explorer to see these withdrawals show up. So we're gonna mine some more blocks. And we're gonna wait for it to show up. Okay, here it is. It's programmed to wait to make the first one for there to be 10. So I'm just gonna click this. I'm gonna make this really small. I'm gonna click it 10 times since we have 99 coins. And we'll use a new address, why not? For the burner. I'll just do this, we'll just click this. 1, 2. And in practice, there would be months between these, so they'd be accumulating. So it's just this first one that's a little quirky. 10, but we'll now check. So now we'll mine some blocks, these should all show up. 28 blocks. 29 blocks, and now we have more than 10, do we? I think so. So it should construct this WT prime thing here. It says none yet, waiting for withdrawals. Very accurate. Okay, now it's made this thing. This thing is these rare drive chain withdrawals. Now for testing, we've made it short, but it normally would take 3 months. So here we have this, we're back on our main chain screen. You go Z-side, and then the deposit screen, you can click this other tab, it says see withdrawals, and it will show you any withdrawals that are trying to get through, and this one hasn't shown up yet because it was just made. But these pieces of software will be talking to each other. And you see here it is. And we've programmed it to expire after 300 blocks and to only need 140 blocks for testing. And normally, again, it would be 6 months. It would be 26,000 blocks. and change, and this would be 13,150. It would be a huge number. But you can see that this thing here has to match this thing. This is the drive chain security model. Does this and this match? And if it doesn't, can we do anything about it in 3 months? We have to click this gear. Since we're mining blocks over here, we get to drive this around. Normally, most users would not. So we're going to set this to upvote. And then we're going to mine a bunch of blocks. We're going to mine one. You'll see it goes up from one out of 140 to 2. And it goes up to 3. And now we're going to type in a huge number like 100. And it will go up by 100. And now how many do we need? And now it'll go that we'll have let it go through. So it's gone through, and now we can see those coins somewhere. If we look at the, let me see if we can get this open here. Wallet enable coin control features. Okay, there we go. Great. So now you can see these 50s are all the coins that I mined. Let's see the confirmations. I don't know why they say 25 at all. Oh, I know what that is. That's because of blind merge mining is spending them and making out these change outputs. So, sorry about that, it's confusing. But at the end, you can see that here are all these with 3 confirmations exactly. Here's the 400 of what I sent before. N2BY, whatever. That's this thing over here. And all these N1GKA1. Those are all these other ones. So you can see that I got the coins back over. So that was the demo. I hope you liked it.